Chuckers, and welcome to Quirky Crafts and Collectibles. I'm Pandora Box, and we are going to the world of Pandora.
I know one thing. Wherever we go, this family is our fortress.
Avatar. This is the second movie coming up very shortly, if it's already on screen now. So this is Avatar. This is what's come up in, I think, Big W here in Australia. There's a whole range of toys that you can get. So excited. I needed to get these first because the dolls are more important than the other figures and stuff. But look at these, look at them. Let's start with this one. Amazing. This is the Avatar. And this is the illustration at the back. You can actually get the bird as well. And I didn't realize that the people themselves are about this big. So the avatars are quite large. I never knew that. Oh, I couldn't remember. It's been that long since we had the movie. This is the final second movie, and we're finally getting the dolls coming out first. And the faces are just fantastic, amazing. And there's accessories, there's extra hands. So without further ado, let's get these out. Okay, she's going to turn that way. Oh, she's going to turn that way. There. Yeah, she's gone. Right, so I'm going to start with this one first. Start from the bottom because it seems like they're easier to come out from the bottom. I thought I'd dress up dark because Pandora, the galaxy, the world of Pandora, that's right, the world of Pandora. I'm so looking forward to, so that's him without the glare. That's easy to come out. Oh, they actually have stands as well. So that's cool. Now, I did get, when the movie came out the first time, I actually got one of the dolls, and that's over there. So I never unboxed him, but look how small he is compared to this one. Oh, sorry. Much smaller. And I never unboxed it, and I thought I'd keep it that way. I never showed it on my show. But now that these come out, it's great to have a look. So they're easy to come out of the packaging. One band. I see that it's got 22 moving parts. Oh wow. Now these are dolls that you can't keep in a package because you've got to see how they move. You can already see all the articulation. sorry for the noise. Here he is, he's out. Okay. So you get another set of hands. Looks like they're grip hands. He's got tools, weapons, and that's it. Okay. So he comes with like a bow and arrow and a knife. It's so small you can just barely see it. Yep. Like I said, the stand. He stands on the stand. I was going to say it really well, but it just come off. Okay, I've got to work that one out because it's not standing. Okay, I'll work that out. So let's have a look at him. That's him there. He has articulation. Let's start. The head, not, he does, it's not, it's back, just back and forth. Oh, it does go up and down. Wow. Shoulder out. Then he's got a rotation, like the Barbie looks. Then he's double jointed at the elbow, wrist as well. Then he has waist, thigh or hip, knee, ankle, tail as well. So he's got a lot of articulation. He can do a lot of different moves. It's just like, he's strong, very strong. Oh, and his toes are articulated as well. Look at that. Maybe that's what, I don't know. It's just amazing. If I put him here, can you still see him? Just okay. So he's just on the box. Now I'm going to take out the girl. Now, I don't remember their names, so I can't wait till the movie comes out. And talking about movies, Enchanted has a second release movie I just saw as well. It's been showing the last few weeks. Part 2. Okay, so I'll take her out. Like I said, I had to get these two. They're not usually the style of dolls that I would normally get, but I'm in love with the movie. It's one of my favourite movies. Maybe because they come from Pandora. I'm going to tell you a story about my name, Pandora. Here we go. And it's quite funny. So I remember my dad was watching or listening to the news. Is that some noise? And the stand. We don't know how it works yet. Okay. So my dad was watching or listening to the news, and the sports part come on, and they mentioned that it was the cricket, a big thing about the cricket. So here in Australia we have a big thing with the cricket. One of the commentators said to the other commentator, "So looks like he's bringing out Pandora's box." My father all of a sudden rang me straight away and said, "Are you at the cricket?" And I said, "No, Dad, why?" He goes, "They just named you up, they called you out on radio." And I was listening to the same thing at the same time, and I just burst out laughing. I said, "No, Dad, Pandora's box is a saying, you know, you've opened up Pandora's box, meaning you've let out stuff." So he never knew that, and of course I never knew that when I chose my name. Anyway, that was a little story there. So, and then of course there was the jewelry Pandora, and then Avatar came and they were on Pandora. So yes, Pandora is around. Now, articulation is just amazing. She has the same articulation as the male. Her necklace and feathers don't come off, but, or do they? No, they're kind of like molded on. Yeah, they're kind of glued on, but you can feel it, they're loose. They can move around, so the feathers and stuff, but they don't actually come off. And I think the same with her knife. Look at that. So her knife goes into there. So does his knife go in? He doesn't have anything. Oh yes. So his knife goes. Does it? It goes in here. So he pulls it out from that way. Yeah, so he can pull it out that way. And this, I don't know where this hangs at the moment. It sticks, so it's got to stick behind them. So it might go, I'm not sure. But anyway, oh, her knife just slid out. So that's her knife. And of course you can change their hands as well. Where I tend to just leave it, find out which is the nicest one, and then keep that hand on and save the other one. They're very similar, these two. That's whole grip. And that's her spear and bing! Bow and arrow. But the articulation is just amazing. Like they're going to do a lot of poses and stuff. Like, they're going to be a lot of fun. I actually got these figures, very similar figures. They're smaller, but they're kind of like naked bodies. Actually, give me a second and I'll be right back. And I'm back. So this is what I was talking about. I did buy these figures and they have a lot of articulation right through their whole body, but I didn't realize they were this small. I thought they were 11-inch. 11-inch high. But if you look at them, they is the size of the humans next to the Avatar. So they match really, really well. And the articulation is exactly the same. These might have a bit more articulation because they're model dolls, but their toes, their hips, everything is very, very similar. And they're on stands that way, so they can pose any which way you like. So that's those two there. But as the stands for these dolls, there is holes on the bottom, but I don't know how they're sitting on there because they're not going right in. There's not much, and when you put them down, you really got to pose them. Oh, that's working. So that stand's working. So she's standing up, but he was a bit hard to stick to. Okay, well, once you've got them, they do stand. So they're pretty good. I'll just try and put him there. Boxes are very good. Oops, let me just try this. These come with feet as well, and extra hands as well. But if you do like the movie and you want a bit of rememberabilia, these dolls, I call them dolls, they're actually figures. You gotta squeeze it quite tight. There, you can see her, and like the articulation's fantastic. I can't wait to take photos of these. There you go. There you are. So, and then that's the extra hands for him as well. And hers. Well, there you go. I hope you enjoyed me reviewing the Avatar dolls. They're just amazing. I think they're just really, really exciting to have them. if you're into them, yeah, I would definitely recommend getting them. There's a massive range that you can get. You can get these eggs that you open up and it makes a scenery, but they're for the tiny sceneries, not as big as these. They're the biggest ones, but you can get the birds. You can get so much out of them. So keep an eye out at, I'm sure it was Big W where I got them from. Well, there you are. Please make sure you comment below and tell me what you think of these figures, not dolls, figures. Very different for Pandora, very different. And let me know what your thoughts are about them. And make sure you subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss any of my future episodes. Well, there you go. That is the world of Pandora at the moment. Well, until next time, chicken!